it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, at the time of filming, is Thursday. This video will definitely go up tomorrow on Friday. And tomorrow, we will be on an adventure at SeaWorld. Roy and I got tickets to SeaWorld and to Busch Gardens. So we're going to do SeaWorld tomorrow and Busch Gardens one day next week. We have been to SeaWorld. There used to be a SeaWorld in Ohio, and I loved SeaWorld. And, you know, they take care of their animals. I don't care what the PETA people say. Those animals are their bread and butter. They take care of them. My own personal agenda right there. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to put my own personal agenda into these. But, anyway, we're going there tomorrow because we want to see all the animals and the shows. And it's like an hour and a half drive from where we're staying. And I think Busch Gardens is a little bit further. Oh, pardon me. It's after dinner. I'm getting tired. Today we went on a glass bottom boat cruise. It was an hour and a half long cruise, and it was at Silver Springs State Park. We were there earlier this week just to check out the park. It's $2 admission to get in. The park here, sorry again, the parks here, I've never seen anything like it. You go in, they have a kiosk of stuff they sell when you walk right in, but then they have buildings down like where you get on the boats. They have a gift shop, they have an information center, they have two restaurants, or a restaurant and a snack bar. And they're nice. I mean, it's not like here's your ice cream sandwich, you know. They have ice cream, they have pizza, they have sandwiches like that are you eat outside or you can eat inside. It's really amazing. And then they have all these walking trails. So the first day Roy and I went there, we went there to bird watch and to walk. And that day I walked in nearly 10,000 steps. That's the most I think I've probably walked since I had my knees replaced. I was dead tired. We did not see a whole bunch of birds. Roy walked more than me. We walked, and they have some paths and trails, and so we walked a shortish trail, and we veered off to go this other direction, thinking it was looping around and bringing us back to where we started. It was not, and it ended up where it was about a 3-mile walk. But we ran into some really nice young people on the way, and they said, yeah, if you don't want to walk 3 miles and you need a bathroom, don't go this way. And by then I was like, I need a bathroom. So we turned around and went back the way we came. Almost got lost because there was lots of veering off you could do. And so we were like, do we go this way or that way? But there is known to be monkeys and alligators in this park. Now I've heard two different stories about how the monkeys got there. One story was that there used to be a zoo there, and a hurricane came through and all the winds pretty much destroyed the zoo and the monkeys got out. The story I heard today from the boat guy, the captain of the boat we were on, he said that Silver Springs was leased, the whole area was leased by ABC TV station, ABC and Paramount, and they owned a lot of the land there. Well, they leased it, and a lot of movies were made there. And someone in between times of Paramount, ABC owned it up through the 60s and 70s, and there were a lot of movies made there. And after Disney came in, Disney and ABC were not affiliated at the time. They were competition. And ABC didn't think that they could keep up. Well, there's a little island there, and some guy got the idea that he was going to make Monkey Island. I don't know. And he bought 12 monkeys, Reese monkeys, and he put them on the little island, thinking that they would be there, they would stay, they wouldn't be able to get off. Well, he purchased the one kind of monkey in the face of the planet that actually swims. And when he came back the next day to see his colony of monkeys he was trying to start, they were all gone. And the colony has grown to as far as in this population in Silver Springs, as many as 1,700. So they started thinning them out, and there's a population of about 500 monkeys there. Generally, they stay away from people, according to the guide today. But you can find these same offspring of these same 12 wild monkeys all the way up into Georgia now, and all the way down to the Keys, I guess he said. So, pretty interesting. I did try to film the whole trip of the boat, and when I came back and looked at my video, there's a lot of reflections in the water from the inside of the boat. And the video was not good. It was just not good. So I took pictures out of the video. There is a couple, one or two little video clips that I will let you listen to and watch, where the like we were in the right lighting where you could actually see through the glass bottom of the boat without a bunch of distortion from the things up here. It was very cool. It was kind of like snorkeling without getting wet. And it was clear, in the boat, I didn't get the reflection as much as what the camera's eye was picking up. And of course the camera's eye doesn't know where I want it to focus. So there's that. We did see, several manatee. I don't know if they were the same ones on the way, probably the same ones on the way going out as there was coming in. This is fresh water. This is 98.8% clear water. It is filtered and filtered and filtered. He says when it rains in the area, it takes 20 years for that rainwater to filter through all the shells and sand and sandstone and limestone to get to these springs, because they're actual underground springs. The temperature is always 72 degrees year-round in the water, and it is crystal clear. The water gets as deep there as 50 feet, and you might think it's 5 foot deep. I mean, it is amazing. You can see all the way down. There will be a couple of pictures with statues in them. They are from the ABC days when movies were made here, and the guide had so much information about the movies. The Tarzan movies were made here. Not Swamp Thing, Black Lagoon. You know me in names. So I think it was a Black Lagoon. There were 3 of those movies made there. There's a bridge that there's a picture of in there, and that was, I don't remember now, but that was in a movie. And there's 3 statues. He said at one point the water is 50 feet deep, and I think I have some video of that. But then where the statues are, the statues are 7 foot tall. The water is 13 foot deep, I think he said there. You can see the tops of the statues mostly, and they're green, with algae and whatever on them. The bluefish that there's pictures of are tilapia. There were turtles swimming and under the boat, which was really cool, but they were like, oh, there it goes. Because the boat's going one way, the turtle's going the other. There are some very not good pictures of the manatee. There's one where it's under the boat, and I've been looking out here, and all of a sudden the manatee is right there. So it's not a very good picture. So I apologize. Some of the pictures are great. Some of the pictures are best I could do. The ones of the manatee, we were always on the wrong side of the boat. Or the one time we were on the right side of the boat, but by the time I got turned around and it was gone. So that was a little sad. There's a black alligator laying on a log, so look for that one. I did put notes as to what was what when I could, and where you could see the manatee. The one like just the tip of his nose is coming out of the water. When I circled his back, that's his back. We got some tail. There's a manatee's tail under the boat. But again, you know, the boat doesn't have the, when you know there's a manatee in the area, they cut their engines because you don't want to run them over. And they do try to swim away. So quite frequently anyway. Now he said that there'll be more as the Atlantic Ocean gets colder, more and more manatees come here. And he says in April or in February, it's sometimes hard to even maneuver the boats because there's so many of the animals. I told Roy I want to come back before we leave. Like maybe the week before we leave, I want to do this again when all the manatee are here. They swim 300 miles to get here. They can do both ocean and fresh water, so salt and fresh water. They like them both. They're adaptable. They eat this tall grass, and in some of the pictures you'll see the grass. There's this really tall grass. They eat the roots. That's what they like. And so you see the grass floating, and you know that there's been a manatee eating in that area. The monkeys also eat the roots. We did not see any monkeys, sadly. I did want to see some. He said sometimes they come to work in the morning and the monkeys will be in the boats and you have to shush them away. Let's see what else. I think that covers everything. I can't remember. I Spy. That's the movie that the statues were made for. There were 13 of them. They were the gods, the Greek gods. And those are Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus, maybe? Poseidon was definitely one of them. Let's see, I think that's pretty much all he told me. Depths get down as far as 500 feet in this, or 50 feet in this river. 98% pure spring water. And the springs come up from underneath. If you buy spring water at Walmart and Winn-Dixie, it's water from here. Those springs produce more water in a day than the city of Tampa uses. So pretty interesting fact there too. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going to put some music, except for where the video is. There's just a little video where he's talking, and you can see clearly through the bottom of the boat. So I think that's where you can see the maybe a fish or two, I don't remember, and some grass, and just see how clear the water actually is. But all the pictures that are taken of the fish or whatever are through the bottom of the boat. And how clear that water is. It's amazing. Really amazing. So I hope you enjoy this. I guess I should have said up front, obviously it's not a yarn video. And tomorrow we'll be at SeaWorld, so you'll get a SeaWorld video soon. I just love SeaWorld. I know, I'm like a little kid. I on our way down, I told Roy, I want to go to SeaWorld. He's like, what? I want to go to SeaWorld. He's like, okay, I like SeaWorld. So we're going there tomorrow, and Busch Gardens one day next week. We've never done Busch Gardens, so that's going to be fun and interesting. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. I still have to do my 10-minute knit challenge video. I haven't done the 10 minutes of knitting yet. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
through nooks and crannies. If it was coming straight from the aquifer in a half-inch pipe, it'd just blow us right out of the water, just like the geyser does. But it's not like that because it's coming through cracks and crevices and pores.
This is 50 feet?
50 feet, yeah. At our deepest. So limestone is the reason why. So this would fill up about 20 swimming pools every 4 seconds. And this produces 100 million gallons more a day than the city of Tampa uses. So it's it's half of our spring supply of the 5 miles. And we call it Mammoth Spring.
Did the mammoths come down this far? Yeah.
They did find some woolly mammoth bones, yes. Is that what you're asking? Yeah.
No, I mean, did they come down into here? From back here?
Yeah. What?
The manatees.
The manatees? Yeah, they do at times. Sometimes they'll get right behind our boats and we can't even get out. And when it gets so many in the winter, they're just now coming. Really in the last 3 weeks, really they just came. Because the Atlantic's been warm. They don't want to come here unless the Atlantic gets cool. They prefer warm water more than anything else. They want warm. They cannot take cold water.
Build cold stress and die.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, below 16, you get pneumonia. Kind of like an old person, right?